All right, ladies and gentlemen, and it's Dakota Fable here at ice level. I'm standing here with Keyshawn Gervais of the Round Lake Bears. You guys are heading into a pretty serious game here, brother. What are your thoughts heading into this one?
Yeah, obviously we just watched Canoe Lake and Norway. You know, two good teams. Norway ended up winning it. You know, we looking to a good battle.
All right, brother, we look forward to watching this game. Good luck, brother.
We want legs.
Here we go. The B-side climb continues for the Norway House Bruins. Round Lake knocked down in the B-side bracket by the Sandy Lake Chiefs. Keyshawn Gervais high up into the netting. Give me a second here, friends and relatives, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to get host a quick interview. Didn't go to the gym today, but it's quite a workout here, going back and forth. Trying to get the best content we can possibly for you guys. You can check out Deniati Media here for the next interview. We have Valdez Bear and Tony Aptegan. You can check that out on Deniati Media Facebook. For those of you just tuning in here, my name is Willis Janvier, creator of Deniati Media. Quick shot, bounce wide of Brody Clays. Semi-final matchup. Alrighty, here we go. Canoe Lake is going to take 4th place. Sandy Lake Chiefs are going to wait for the winner of this matchup. We've got Norway House Bruins and the Round Lake Bears. Coming to you live from the broadcast booth in Prince Albert First Nation. This is the 2026 Sens Cup, not the Stanley Cup. Tate Rayom is going to fire this behind Charpak. Quick spinorama attempt, Bear and Bear. Bear with it, waits. Blocker save there by Brody Clays. Brody Clays been pretty stellar in this hockey tournament the last few days. Bruins with it. Henry Much, that one's behind him. Not sure what happened. I think he went hard into the door. Not sure if we've seen that on the video.
First aid medic to ice level.
So no feed on that play, I don't believe. Not even sure who's down there. So we've got some first aid coming out now. Not sure if we can see the number. His legs are moving. So I believe he went right into the door. So I do see that one of the medical personnel's on the phone. We've got a few of the ladies down there. Not sure which number, not sure who's on the ice though. Been down for quite some time. So I believe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you guys know, a quick reminder that the 7 o'clock game, your championship game, will be free of charge. You guys are more than welcome to send a few text messages out. Get your friends here. Championship game will be free.
What is going on? But I do believe he went, as they opened the door, he went into the boards there, so.
All right, hockey fans, just like to send big love to all the amazing sponsors making the Senators Cup possible. From community builders like Northern Lights Community Development Corporation and the City of Prince Albert Destination Marketing Fund, to local legends
So just
like
getting an
Lakeland
update.
Ford, Kia, and Hyundai and Matt Northway. We are also pumped to have support from Sask Energy.
We're waiting
SaskTel,
on
and Sega,
an ambulance.
along with Anderson's
I do
and
believe
Northern Lights Casino.
they're going to try to get him
Huge
to a
shout out
hospital.
to PA Soundworks, Underground Performance, Action Printing, Big Wings, Prairie Rec, Prairie Wood Supplies.
So just
Econo
because
Timber
we're
Mart,
online here, I don't
Prince
want
Albert
to
Source for
say
Sports,
anything
and
just
Wix
because it's a
Detailing.
medical thing.
It's all about community, and these are the folks who keep us going. Let's make this tournament one to remember.
So they're getting him up. So it's number 71, Keaston Saunders. So he is up. It looks like he's moving his head. I think he went pelvis into the boards, the end boards, as they opened the door. So hope he's okay. He's able to roll around. They're probably going to try to help him out, help him get up. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
All right, hockey fans, make some noise! These Ice Warriors came to battle, and it's unfortunate, but sometimes these things happen.
So as he's being carried off, thank you to the medical personnel that come on. So they're waiting on an ambulance, I do believe. Gonna have to go to the hospital just to get checked out, make sure.
Say hi. Hi. All right, hockey fans, make some noise for these Ice Warriors. Let's go!
Five minutes have gone by in this opening period. Tony Aptegan deflects that one wide. Icing call. So Keaston Saunders will try to get an update later on. Face off to the glove hand side of Sherpak. Face off win. Braun tried to get a quick shot on net. That one was high over the netting. The rematch. The only difference is that this is their 6th game in 2 days. Between yesterday and today. Norway house. So a couple of weeks ago we saw the Round Lake Bears had to make the B-side climb. They played about 4 games in that day, I do believe. And we're seeing that here from the Bruins. You know, one's been taken out for medical attention, and the rest here are ready to battle for their fallen teammate, Keaston Saunders, who's went hard right into the boards. Pelvis first, I do believe. That one's knocked out of the air by Josh Bear. Keyshawn Gervais. Applying the pressure. Plays it over to Skylar Tate-Rayon. Calder. That one's stolen now. Gervais in all alone on Brody Clays. Good defensive play by Troy Williams. Williams gonna go for a line change. Henry Much. Stolen, but goes down awkwardly. Trips all alone. Tate-Rayon. The younger brother. I believe Skylar, Lucien, and then Drew. It's almost like Malcolm in the Middle. The remake. Face off in the near circle, right outside the Bruins territory. Valdez Bear. Quick breakout play. Trey Bear over the blue line, goes wide. Clay is able to steer that one in the corner. Bear goes down. Keyshawn Gervais. Fabian Delorme trying to get the attention of the Bruins. Gervais picking up speed on the far side. Over the blue line, stops at the hash marks, waits for it, holds on to the middle. Blocked there by Williams. Finally get this one loose. Miles Stevens fires it behind the end boards. Tyler Fiddler out there now. Valdez Bear. Quick pass. Dane Thomas. Quick little rush, is going to go for a line change. No need for any of this extra hitting here. Ronald Robertson Tony Aptegan over the blue line, trying to set up the Bruins. Bronze. Tony Aptegan takes a big hit there from Kirk Bear. Bear has been throwing the body around, letting his presence known here in these last couple of games. And that's going to be covered up by the Bears netminder. Blockered aside there by Chairpack. Sterling Bear with it. Bear dumps that one in. Drayden Bear. Quick shot right off the iron. Connor Bear deflected another one high over the net. Round Lake is pressing hard. Josh Bear over to Kirk Bear. Quick shot. Clays leaves that one for Robertson. Kept in by Kirk Bear. Sterling bumps that one ahead to his partner. To the point. Deflected shot. Puck is loose. Stop. Stopped by Brody Clays. Williams is able to skate this one on out with Tate Rayom. Tate Rayom. Does he have enough gas in him to keep the momentum going? And he gets one little play with a shot on net and straight to the net to create some traffic in front of Chairpack. The Round Lake Bears have only played a few games in this tournament, so I believe this is their fourth one. And the Norway House Bruins, they're on 6. They had to get to 8 to get to win the tournament. So this is their 7th one in 2 days. So 8th game total thus far. And Round Lake has had, this is their 4th game. So that makes a big difference. If you didn't get to see the interview with Tony Aptegan and Valdez Bear, that's been posted up on Deniati Media Facebook channel. Over the blue line, stops at the hash, top of the circle. Quick shot on net. Kean Calder. Tyler Fiddler in the far side. Keeps that one to Valdez Bear. Almost tipped in front by Keyshawn Gervais. Tony Aptegan, don't give him room. He sent the Canoe Lake Young Guns home. Braun takes a big hit there by Keyshawn Gervais. Braun was not expecting that one. So almost could have had a good little rush here for the Bruins, but big shot high into the netting. Lots of chirping here. Looks like Keyshawn and Skylar trying to get some Mother's Day ideas. Maybe they're trying to write a song together, collaborating. Skylar Tate Rayoma is loving that one. Uptaken with it. Glove save there by Sherpak. Had a guy in the way, but I'm sure it looked very much like Patrick Waugh would have back in '98 against the Detroit Red Wings in the playoffs. Trey Bear. Quick little kick pass intended for Keyshawn Gervais, way out of his reach. Tyler Fiddler. Fiddler and Bear. And we're going to get a penalty. This is the stuff you don't need. Miles Stevens going to go for a cross-checking. Braun and Kirk Bear. So power play Round Lake Bears. You don't want to give them room, especially that Tyler Fiddler. Very much the same style of play as Tony Uptaken. Solid all-around players. Keyshawn Gervais with Fiddler. Pressured around by Robertson. Back to the point to Valdez. Valdez to Kirk. One-timer shot there. Puck is loose. Brody Clays caught that one high. Puck dropped down low. Now Henry Much. Henry Much and Tony. Uptaken. Uptaken with it. He's held up there by Valdez. Bear over to Bear. Gervais and Fiddler over the blue line. Uptaken gets on side to help his teammates. Kirk Bear shot, fans on that one. Valdez was able to sneak that one by. Blocker to side by Clays. Quick pass across over to Keyshawn. Keyshawn with it. In front, waits for it, scores! What a play there by Connor Bear to wait him out. The pass came from Keyshawn Gervais. Didn't fire away right off the hop. Waited out. 1-0. That is not a goal we've seen against Brody Clays. 1-0. So penalties like that, that unnecessary to this Sunday Hockey Championship run. Costs you 1 goal, and Round Lake is up 1-0 with 6:50 remaining in the first period. Bear. Of course, Round Lake wants another crack here at the Sandy Lake Chiefs. Tate Rayom walking in now. Good defensive play there from the Round Lake Bears. Bear over the blue line. High shot hits the side of the net. Puck is still loose. Centered in front. Valdez able to pick that one up. Deflected high and over into the net. Tyler Fiddler, he's hooked up Robertson is going to go to another penalty here against the Norway House Bruins. A big hooking call. Almost like he was fishing up in Reindeer Lake for big fish. As you see the hook, there it is. Pulling in nets in the winter, all winter. Minutes for hooking. Round Lake Bears with another power play. Keyshawn Gervais shot puck is still loose. Back to Valdez. Kirk with it waits. Back to Valdez. 4:55. Fans on the shot. Cannot get that one loose. You can see the Norway House. They're gassed. Gervais goes wide, drops it there for Fiddler. Fiddler's held up. Back to the point. Fiddler in front. Williams. Kirk waits for it. A little too high on the shot, right over Brody Clays. And they clear the zone. 2 minutes remaining on this power play. Puck stolen from Valdez. He's able to retrieve that one. In all alone now. Bear. Drayden Bear almost had a quick look on Brody Clays all alone. But Calder back the other way. Blocker to side to the far boards. Cannot clear the zone. Tate Rayom, Henry Much. He's going to fire that one in. 1:17 in the power play. 1-0 hockey game for the Round Lake Bears. Sterling Bear with it. Back to the point to Valdez. Right across, and that one's deflected high and out of play. Josh Bear plays it back down for Montgrand. Montgrand getting in on the forward action. 24 seconds on the power play. Had a couple of shots on net, but a few that went right over. Keyshawn calling for it. That one goes off his skate. Montgrand able to hold on. Now Aptegan and Gervais. Aptegan loses that one. Bear with it, open the scoring here. Back to Montgrand, tried to beat him 5-hole. One-timer there, a good play by Tyler Fiddler, but couldn't quite connect. Aptegan, big hit there from Tyler Fiddler. Fiddler walking in, drop pass, Skyler. Aptegan, big shot, one-timer, hits the side of the net. Sherpak got lucky on that one. He was out of position. Big shot, score! One-timer through a screen, goaltender. 1-1 hockey game. Don't count them out. They came here to bring home the championship. last minute of play. "35 seconds. No high sticking there. Calder throws a big hit there on Thomas. Bears starting to throw the body around. Wesley right through the D-man, gets a shot right over the net of Cherpak. That one was wide again. So that is going to be the first period, 1-1 hockey game. A couple of bad penalties from the Norway House Bruins. So stay tuned for period number 2. Lots of fans going off here. Period number 2 is underway. Tate Rayom dumps that one in. He's going to go for a line change. These guys are tired. Gervais circles back to Montgrand. Gervais. We're going to get another penalty against the Norway House Bruins. Roughing. So Miles Stevens going to the box. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in here. I want to thank the PAGC Sens Cup for having me out this week. We, for those of you that were tuning in on Deniati Media, I hope you subscribe to that. I really appreciate it. We'll be live here in Warman this next weekend. So anybody that is looking to stream their hockey can get in touch with me on Deniati Media, Facebook. Gervais to Kirk. Kirk fires on net, covered up there by Brody Clays. Face off the near corner. Williams loses that one. He's held up by Bear. Keyshawn Gervais trying to get this one out. Finally he's loose. Over to Kirk. Right across to Valdez. Can't even use their last name anymore because you don't know which Bear it is. And so I'm using their first names for those of you wondering at home. They're no longer Bear to Bear to Bear to Bear. Valdez winds up, stopped there by Brody Clays, was able to poke check that one away. What a save. That one's high off the glass. Valdez deflected wide by Tony Aptegan. Drayden Bear goes down. Now Aptegan at 2-on-1. Williams, Aptegan, slow going, pad save. A big rebound. Finally bounced that one over. A 2-on-1 headed back down the other way. Bear, Trey and Drayden. Trey and Connor, rather. They score! Connor gets his second of the game. Another power play goal. Brody Clays, if you're gonna beat him, that's the way to beat him. You gotta get him moving because he has been solid. He's passed 8 games so far. Icing waved off. Clays. Laid up ahead. Norway House Bruins are gassed, but they're not giving up. 1-goal lead for the Bears. This one's flicked up ahead for Trey. Trey over to Drayden. Drayden almost lost an edge there. Fulster circles back. Robertson, that pass a little too far for Tate Rayom. Tate Rayom. Oh, it goes in! Tate Rayom puts that one on net. Chair pack didn't know where it was. Icing waved off. You can't be napping. 2-2 hockey game. Old man nap on that one for the young guy. I usually have mine at 1 p.m. Brody Clays. So maybe some of your fans, you want to text your partners here. They keep taking penalties. The Norway House Bruins. Maybe they just want to sit and get some energy. Oh, they're shy. These two here are shy. Face-off win. Valdez with the shot. That one was wide. Bronze pass for Aptegan. Another icing. You can see the Sens Cup is Senators Cup is in the building. Ready to be handed out to the champion here this evening. 18 minutes remains. Face-off win. Montgrand throws that behind the net. Robertson. Tony Aptegan couldn't beat Valdez Bear. Offside was waved off. Robertson almost gave that one away. Aptegan, drop pass for Stevens. Goalie interference, another penalty is going to be to the Norway House Bruins. So a lot of guilty hockey for the Norway House Bruins. And lots of penalties. And I understand, you know, trying to get under the other team's skin to get them fired up. But if you're taking these many penalties, you know, maybe it's time to go a different route. Over to Kirk. Shot. Puck is loose. Tyler Fiddler. Kirkbear couldn't keep that on side. He's going to retrieve it in his own end. Sandy Lake waiting for the final matchup. Keyshawn Gervais. Tony Aptegan is needing some skate sharpening, I believe. He's gone down a couple times. Missed a couple rushes. Sterling Bear with Connor Bear down low. Connor, 2 goals in his hockey game. Connor with it, back to Kirk. Connor waits, that one goes off a body and into the corner. Kean Calder, Kirk Bear. Open up, what a save there by Brody Clays. Stuck the pad out. A good chance, the best chance for Keyshawn Gervais. And if it was loud at home, I do apologize. We don't have the suppression here. It is exciting to see Brody Clays put on a clinic here. 8th game of the tournament. This is a rematch from Friday. No nets coming off. Back-to-back action as they caught one goaltender not paying attention, and the other has had to move in order to be beat. Valdez Bear. Over to Trey Bear. Trey Bear on the near side puts that one wide. Keyshawn keeps that on side, dumps that in. Falster on the defense. Keyshawn gets past a couple of them in the middle, waits for it. Drayden Bear was set up for that one-timer. That one goes off of Much, or Lucien Tate Riom, and they clear the zone. 23 seconds. Lucien tying this up. 14 seconds. Bruins have done an excellent job killing off this penalty. Something got caught up in the throat there. A little too quick. Skylar Tate Rayom. Tate Rayom. Valdez Bear trailing, waiting for it, and he's taken down. Hooking call. Didn't signal to. Not sure if that hit the side, the post on that play or what. I wasn't watching the replay. I believe he hit the post. So here we get a better look right here. Yep, hit the post. That one's knocked down. So I believe this is the first power play. I'm gonna have to start taking power play notes here. But this is some good hockey here. Still 0-0 pretty much. Calder right across to Schuyler. Schuyler one-timer there for Aptagan. Aptagan has missed a couple. He's fallen a couple times. Williams still with it. 12:53 remaining. Williams walking in, waits for it. Goes off a defenseman. Schuyler back to the point. Keyshawn Gervais, blocker save there by Cherpak. Kirk Bear with it. He's gonna play that one through the neutral zone. Williams gonna retrieve this. 1:50. Calder, Schuyler, Tate, Rayom trying to pull a playoff like the Oilers. Williams. McDavid was coming out here because they brought in Magoo. Winds up. Saw that one the whole way. Kean Calder knocks that one down. Connor Bear fires that the length of the ice. 1:22. Williams not giving up. These guys are tired, not sure where to send it. Not sure if it's the ice or what is going on. Schuyler battling at the blue line. Tate Rayom. Tate Rayom with it. Get a quick shot off. Penalty, 42 seconds, a 2-on-2. Offside is waved off. Henry Much plays it back to his partner. Braun right across to Henry Much. That one goes off his skate in all alone. Gets a good shot off. Another penalty over to Kirk Bear. We'll see what the signal is. Tripping. Penalty to Valdez expires as another one starts. 10:20. Kean Calder. So another chance here for the Bruins to get ahead one for the first time in this hockey game. Remember, Friday they weren't able to score. They were, but the net was off. Aptagan, one-timer there, hits the side of the net. That was set up nicely, but that shot. Fiddler, Williams still with it. Big rebound right in front, nobody there to pick up. Puck is still loose, knocked down. Montgrant throwing the body around. Still a couple minutes on the power play. Aptagan right across, one-timer to Wilton. Hits that one wide and at the end boards. Miles Stevens back to the point. 9:12 remaining in this second period, 2-2 hockey game. Miles Stevens winds up, hits the post! Baby, score! Hits the post! Montgrant gave it away. Quick pass across, boom, boom. 3-2 hockey game. So Montgrant was able to stop the initial shot, but that one deflected wide open we'll see who gets the call. Aptagan. So Aptagan's been falling around. Oh, Williams rather. Oh, it's Williams. I thought that was Aptagan. One game matchup. The winner is going to go on to play the Sandy Lake Chiefs. Lots of fans out there. See how many people we've got in the live feed here. 1,000 people watching. And don't forget, if you want to donate to the live stream. Hey, score! What an effort! Throw the hat! Knocks the ball right out, catches it as he's going by. Hat trick for Connor Bear. Right over the shoulder of Brody Clays. What a couple of moves, as you see there. Skating by the net, the bottle comes off, he catches it. Hat trick for Bear. The natural hat trick. Back-to-back action. Just under 7 minutes now. 6:50 in the second period. Tony with it, waits. High shot, stopped there by Chairpack. Tony with it, winds up, goes wide. Wide off of Lucian. At the point again, off the end boards. Not sure, these guys keep falling here. I don't know if they've got a skate sharpener or... Trey Bear was able to get that one on side. That was a beauty goal for sure. Trey Bear with it now. Connor Bear. Connor Bear. I believe he played from Whitewood. So he played with the Regina Pats this past season. Keyshawn took down Robertson. Another hit on the other side. Number 91. A lot of physical action. That's going to be covered up. Richard Ducharme throwing the body around. Drew Tadrio and Keyshawn exchanging some words. Just reminding him, don't forget to get a gift for your mother on Mother's Day. Phantom of the Art Hauser. I remember saying that a few years ago, actually. I haven't said that in a while. Who was that brought that up? He's definitely listened for a while. Phantom of the Art Hauser. That must have been 3 years ago, I believe, at the Senate Cup. Montgrand keeps that one onside. Tyler Fiddler winds up. Just wide of Brody Clays. Skylar Tate-Rayom. Tate-Rayom with Wesley. Drop pass for Wesley. Valdez steals that one. Thomas. Montgrand. Some solid defense there. Over to Valdez. Valdez looking for somebody open. Finally over to Sterling. Sterling. Connor. And DeLorme. Puck stolen. So high sticking call. Against DeLorme, high sticking. 3-3. Anything can happen now. Face off in the near circle, round leg territory. Kept in at the line by Calder. Lost in his feet. Fiddler now picking up speed. Gets by the defenseman and alone puts that one wide. A bad play there by Kean Calder. So another guy went down here. Skyler gets a shot on net. These Norway House Bruins, man, they've been going, and you can tell that they're getting more tired, but they're definitely not giving up. Bears sent that the length of the ice. Kean Calder over to Skyler Tate Rayon. Plays that one behind the net for Stevens. Back to the point. Waits for it. Uptagen. Shot blocked and out of play. Last minute in the power play. 1:56. 3-3 hockey game, still anybody's. So they got to make sure on their passes, especially being tired out. Their 8th game of the tournament. Moving slowly but surely right across to Skyler. Skyler to the point. Williams. I don't know. I didn't think that one was offside, but let's see here on the play. I'm not sure why we're going to these fans here. Connor Bear, the Regina Pat rookie. "12 seconds on the power play. Trey and Valdez. Trey with it. Plays that behind the boards. Penalty is about to expire, so no action on Chairpack. Centered that one in front. Tony Uptagen going at it with what he's got left. Loses the puck there. 45 seconds. Keyshawn Gervais. Gervais cuts through the middle. Trying to high step over. Almost attempted the Michigan. Valdez. They lose possession. Lucien with it. He's going to fire this one in. And 20 seconds left. Overtime might be settling this matchup, but one more chance for the Round Lake Bears. 10 seconds. Tried to center in front. Fiddler picks up his own rebound. Back to the point, Kirk shot. That one's loose, puck. The buzzer goes, no goal. Brody Clays is down. He's had to sprawl out. Couple of big saves here on Brody Clays, man. What a display of goaltending. Without him, he better give him a good tip after this one. You know, they've done their part equally, but you know, he's shut down a lot of good opportunities that could have been just the momentum changer in a lot of these hockey games. So back-to-back overtime. So Tony Aptegan still got one more minute. 3-on-3 hockey. Here we go. Keep cool, calm, collected. Watching from Africa, thank you for tuning in. Keyshawn Gervais on the far side, picking up speed over the blue line. Walking in, stopped by Brody Clays. Williams, Aptegan, and Calder against Bear, and Gervais. Aptegan finished her off in the last game. Can he do it again? So this is going to be the matchup of the goaltenders playing keep away. Connor Bear's got 3 already in this hockey game. Regina Pat. Now it's going to be covered up. First minute have gone by. Is overtime stop time? Or should it keep running? I'm not even sure what the rule is on that one. I thought it would have just kept running. Are we going the NHL style? Skylar Tate-Rayom walking in now on chair pack. He scored! What an effort! Skylar Tate-Rayom, they're going to the finals. Norway House, the 7th game in 2 days. Boy, oh boy. Derek Wilson is fired up. Skylar Tate-Rayom, give him the trophy. We'll see you back here for the next game. Bruins, Sandy Lake Chiefs.
Ready?